Let me talk my shit, man. Like, listen, I got this blanket on because I'm freezing. Yo, ever since I started keto, you know what? Actually, not immediately, but within the past two weeks, let's say, I've been freezing. Like, I'll be fine in the mornings. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's because I have a shower, and then obviously your body temperature rises, and I'm more active in the morning, sort of thing. But when it comes down to the evenings, and I've been working all day, I've been sitting down all day. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been editing all day, and I start I start genuinely getting the shivers, bro, getting the shudders in that, bro. And I never used to. I used to overheat just sitting down. Now it's the opposite. It's so strange. Like it's. I don't even know what to make of it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know what to make of it. But listen, I was editing today all day. Not really all day, but for most part of the day. But I would say like retros okay, no. Thinking back to when I first started to edit, remember when I said it took me a whole day to edit one video? That was outrageous. That was outrageous. And it took me that Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday to do a whole batch of 7 videos. It took me Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No, what? Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, sorry. And today I did 5 in 5.5 hours. That's what you call progress. Those are the things that really make you think back and think, wow. No, those are the things which are motivating. When you see yourself making progress towards a goal, I think that's the most rewarding thing that you can do. You're literally seeing like on a higher level, forget about the editing. When you move towards your goals, you're seeing yourself become the person that you want to become. That in itself is rewarding. That is the journey. That is how you stay motivated, right? And how you stay motivated is all down to how you track your progress. Because you can have a goal, but is it smart? You know the acronym SMART. Is it specific? Was it measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound, something like that? But along those lines, is it something where you can actually track your progress and see yourself moving towards it? Because if you don't have those little rewards on the way, then you won't be motivated to carry on going. Because at the end of the day, this we are creatures driven by rewards and punishment. Fundamentally, right? Like it's either that's how you manipulate behavior through reward and punishment. And it's not like you're gonna punish yourself. If you don't reach your goal, you're not gonna punish yourself. I don't I feel like we don't that's not the most effective way of pushing ourselves to do something or reach for something, right? It's through rewards. And if you don't give yourself that reward, you don't give yourself that time to really appreciate how the progress that you've made, or give yourself little things along the way to keep you motivated, then it's going to be a much more difficult journey than if you were to do so otherwise, right? And so, hmm, yeah, I've just been feeling, that hollow, empty feeling. Like, what? It's like you question yourself. Like, what am I really doing all this for? What do I do anything for? Like, and these fundamentally, there's not really any answers to these questions. Like, you can answer them at a superficial level. Um, but if you dig all the way down, it's like I'm trying to grasp for some deeper meaning, which I try, which I don't know if I have. I haven't found that yet, right? And I guess this comes down to God's spirituality and all of these things. And I was wrestling with the idea of spirituality today, God, religion. I'm not gonna delve into it today. I think I'll save that for a separate video, separate from the series, just a video, just strictly. Or maybe we'll see how it goes. But yeah, how does one How does one overcome this hollow, this emptiness, this uncertain sort of, is this the direction? Is this really what I'm meant to be doing with my life? Is this what I'm meant for? Like, these are the questions which are haunting. These are the questions which will kill you if you dwell on them for too long. If you dwell on them with no action, because you can just get lost in things which kind of don't really matter, because the only way that you have time to actually focus and think about these things is when you don't have enough, when you only have time to think about, like, it's a privilege to be able to think about these things, right? It's a privilege to get deep into philosophy and the way meaning and purpose and these sorts of deep topics. It's a privilege to be able to delve into them, because a lot of people, they simply don't have the bandwidth, the time to do so, because of the amount of responsibility that they have in maybe looking after a family, surviving a crisis. So it really is a position of privilege to be able to think about these things, and for it to affect you in a way. But in the same way, no, separately, no. My brain is moving sluggish today. But separately, it's it's also a it's also a burden to the people who naturally think this way. And only if it was if I only if I was really overwhelmed with all of these things and responsibilities and this and that, where I didn't have time to think about these sorts of questions, would I not think about these questions? Because these are the questions which matter. These questions fundamentally matter. But I know that these questions don't appeal to everyone. Some people are happy and fine not knowing the answer to these questions, not even considering these questions. They couldn't care less. Listen, life is life. I'm enjoying it. Get on with it, mate. But there's some people have attention to detail. That the details really matter. These questions really matter, because I guess it's to do with your state of mind. How internally focused are you? And this goes towards your attachment styles. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about thinking in terms of attachment styles this morning on the way to the gym, and I think it kind of sets a some sort of direction and clarity in terms of why people think the way they do. So there's four attachment styles, right? So there's secure attachment style. There's a dismissive avoidant, which I am. There's a fearful avoidant, and there's anxious avoidant. So obviously we all know what secure is. Dismissive avoidant is where you isolate, you become emotionally unavailable so you don't get hurt. Anxious avoidant is where you go over the top to make sure that everybody else likes you so that you don't get hurt. So that, yeah. And then fearful avoidant is where you know how good it is to be, like loved, and you know how powerful human connection can be. And you also know how hurtful and painful it can be when that connection is broken. So you swing between the two extremes, right? And so as a dismissive avoidant, I'm always thinking about me. I'm internally focused, because that's how we are. We have to be. We have to look after ourselves, right? While the anxious avoidants are always thinking about others. They're always thinking about how other people might, I don't know. They're always thinking about how they can do things for other people, how they can be there for other people, right? And that's why they tend to find each other, because one does the job that the other one already does. So the dismissive avoidance internally focused, and let's say a girl comes along and she's also extremely externally focused. So it just feeds into each other, and that just causes that sort of negative feedback loop where I'm not paying enough attention and she's wanting more attention. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was just something that I was thinking of this morning. And so I was like, is there a clean way of classifying the different ways people think? And that came to mind. And that kind of gives some sort of indication, right? I guess the fearful avoidant would be they think of like the worst possible situations, they think the best possible situations, and and they're very maybe manic in their sort of thoughts. So and one day they're really thinking the best of everything, and then one day they're thinking the worst of everything. So there's a bit of instability there in the sense of being staying in one position or having one perspective regarding the different things that is happening around them. But I'm not feeling right now. I'm not gonna lie. Today I'm not. I don't know. I was feeling charged yesterday. I was feeling good yesterday. I was feeling better the day before that as well. Today is like I don't know. I wanted to keep this short and sweet, but I've ended up rambling. I've ended up rambling. Um, shit. I need to do an update. Oh my gosh, and I forgot again. I haven't done a keto update yet, and it's literally Saturday. I should have done it on Monday. I'm jamming. I'm lacking right now. I'm not, oh no, I'm lacking. Um, today was cool. Today was cool. I had decent energy, but as you can see, like I'm 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 a bit slower in terms of like my thoughts and my fluidity, but that may just be because I haven't really exercised the social muscle today because I've just been inside working. Maybe that is a reason why. But then again, Friday I wasn't I did the same sorts of thing. I was working from home, so I wasn't really engaged socially either. So I don't really know. As you guys can see, like I vary that the my ability to communicate and think through ideas varies from day to day. And I guess ketosis is what should provide some sort of stability in the coherence and the clarity of my thoughts and my speech. But then again, as I was saying before, this is part of life. Like you have your ups and downs. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it's just part of what it is. And you guys are just seeing the journey. Just like you guys are just seeing the real authentic expression. And yeah. Today was a rambling one, and I apologize because I wanted to keep it short and sweet. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut off right now. I have nothing to say about keto. It's just like it's not even. There's nothing interesting to say about it, and nothing. It hasn't. I don't know that my energy is just a bit. My energy is there. It's calm. I have no complaints. It's not high like it was like 2 days ago, and it's not low. It's just stable. It's just normal. It's just calm. But it could be better. But I'll be grateful for what I have and how far I've come, and appreciate the fact that I'm here and I have no symptoms. I have no nausea. I have nothing that I was experiencing literally at the start of this week when I was struggling through the flushes and the dysregulation and this that. I haven't seen any of that yet. I mean, I haven't seen any of that since, and so I just have to be grateful. And so let's just take a moment. Let's to all be grateful to our, and appreciate our blessings.